There I am. Hello there, people. I don't have a specific purpose for this video, but I was in my head and I felt like I should talk about it. This around me, I'm by a window with my curtains. It looks like I'm in a tent, a fort or something, so I'm just gonna go with it. Anyway, I was listening to Smashing Pumpkins' Disarm and started feeling emotional. I'm just emotional anyway. Like, I'm a Pisces, I'm an empath. I'm just crazy emotional. So it's been Hell Week, so add that on top of it. I can smile now because it's no longer Hell Week. Anyway, babbling, that's what I do. So, okay, so I was listening to the lyrics, and as much as I've kind of sang the song, listened to it, I've never, I guess, actually listened quite so intently like I did to the lyrics and what they mean. And what is this? That's for later. So anyway, I got upset, and it got me to thinking about someone in particular that we had some hard times, some really, really hard times in this past year, 3 years to be exact. Growing up, I think I always had depression. I just didn't know what it was. There wasn't a name for it. And my family is very much like, you're fine, get over it. Not a lot of time spent at the doctor unless you really, really need it. And so I just remember being sad a lot or feeling lost, and friends going like, like, your family is so great, your parents are so good to you, what do you even have to be upset about? And it would really upset me because I'm like, I don't know, and that would just make me feel even worse, like, yeah, they're right, you have it pretty good, yet you're still upset at the world. And of course you have your family things, you don't see eye to eye all the time, so I'm not even talking about that per se, just the sadness inside. So I'm listening to the song and I'm thinking about this one person in particular, but that leads me to think about, stories he was telling me about his childhood and things that happened to him, and which led me to think about other friends that I have and the things they've entrusted to tell me, and that just hits harder, because so many things they've gone through that I can't even fathom. I can't even process what that's like. And some of them are just thriving, like they're kicking ass at this life, making sacrifices and just doing all the great stuff. Like they're just humming along nicely. Then there are others that are repeating bad things, cycles, and need to get help. So that brings me back to myself. I too need to get help, clearly, coming up, 29 forever, birthday is coming up, 29 forever, parentheses, almost 40, in parentheses, and I still, like, what do I have to show for that, not much of anything, not much to be proud of, I'm a good friend, I'm there for people a lot, I tend to make people happy, but as far as getting ahead in life, not so much, and I need to get out of my own way, and the only way I can do that is to go get help, looking back, having depression, and only even more recently did I realize I was diagnosed with depression, but realized that I have anxiety too. And the older that I get, the worse that it gets. These are fun. I like the lines. Like, I feel like I could do this whole, put some makeup on, or black and white, do some photo shoots with it. I don't know. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, I'm like, getting too deep. I gotta go off topic. Yeah. So, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess it's just that I was talking to someone about resolutions, and I haven't made them in a long time because I always feel like, what's the point? But I decided this year's resolution is going to be to take care of that. To take care of other issues that I have. That's for another time. But probably most importantly, well, no, they're all equally important. But just getting on in therapy, medication, whatever it's going to take so that I can get out of my own way and do whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing. Besides being just a good human, I mean, ultimately that is probably the most important thing, but to get along in this life, you kind of need more than that. So hopefully in the future there'll be better updates there. So I remind myself, get help, go get help. I remind others. Topics for another time if I ever can get to that. We really, really need help. I mean, at least I guess I could say for myself, my issues that I have they're really just hurting me, like I said, being in my way. It would be nice not to have that feeling anymore, and it would be nice to go get back into life and do things, all the things that I want to do or I think about doing, where I'm not just kind of stuck in my head. And it's not always a bad place to be, stuck in my head. It's just very time-consuming, which even that is okay, but not so much if you don't want to be lonely. So, I think I'm just going to keep rambling some more. No one wants to hear that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, I log off for now. Should I, have a catchphrase? That seems so forced. Bada bing, bow, boo, bye, la, see you later. I feel like if I had one, I would already have it by now, but I don't know, maybe somebody can, my watchers, my listeners, my fans, my subscribers, I have maybe 3 people watching this now instead of just the one. Slowly, it'll happen, we'll get there. We'll see what happens, I don't know, it's gonna be a weird experiment, but I am actually looking forward to it. So, yeah, I guess I was going to say log off. Telling you I'm online too much. I'm going to end this here video, and I shall talk to you guys later. Okay? Bye!